Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I have the honor of conveying the greetings from His Majesty the King and the people of Bhutan. It is my pleasure to welcome you to Thimphu Ambition Summit. On behalf of the LDC Group, I have the honor to host this summit so that together we can build a political momentum on climate ambition and action for a 1.5 degree centigrade world. The year 2020 has been a challenge for all of us. As we continue to battle the pandemic, our hearts and prayers are with the families who have lost loved ones to COVID-19. I have highlighted in many of my talks that we can relate to this pandemic because we are able to see people suffering in front of our own eyes. But we often forget that, unlike the pandemic, the impact of climate change is far more devastating and irreversible. Both climate change and the pandemic affect smaller and underdeveloped nations more. The 46 LDCs, home to over 1 billion people, who are the poorest and most vulnerable, are the hardest hit. However, as we venture into an era of new normal, I see many opportunities to deliver a strong and sustainable climate response that will ensure not just the health of our people and the economy, but also that of our mother planet. We must ensure reduction of global greenhouse gas emission by 50% in the coming decade through green recoveries. Last year, at the UN Climate Action Summit, I had the opportunity to launch the LDC vision of climate resilient development pathway by 2030 and net zero emission by 2050, and we are all living by that vision today. A significant number of LDCs are planning to submit their new and updated NDCs by the end of this year, and we are counting on the support of the international community to help implement these plans. The remaining LDCs are in the process of preparing their new and updated commitments. I urge all other countries, especially those with greater emissions, to come forward with a more ambitious and concrete NDCs and, of course, to stand by it. Excellencies, Bhutan made the commitment to remain carbon neutral in the year 2009. This was reaffirmed ahead of COP21 in 2015 with the submission of Bhutan's NDCs. As a small, underdeveloped nation, we could have chosen a shorter path to rapid economic progress, but the wisdom of our monarchs guided us to the more sustainable climate path, which is why our constitution mandates the requirement of 60% forest cover at all times to come, and maintaining intergenerational equity of our natural resources. That is the essence of developmental philosophy of gross national happiness. What other NDCs can be more reassuring than this? Yet, we will not remain complacent. We are also developing a national adaptation plan, enhanced NDCs, and a long-term, low-emission, climate-resilient development strategy that will ensure we remain carbon neutral at all times to come. As I conclude, Your Excellencies, I urge strong international cooperation and solidarity to address challenges of climate change and COVID-19. We must all work together, leaving no one behind. Let us secure a better future for our children. Thank you and Tashidele.